Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run with Cannon. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now here we go on 4th. Darnold. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Mayfield now from the 50. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
The first carry down. This is Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Duke Johnson taking it in. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Over! All right, now look at...
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
No, check! Patriot! Patriot!
first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Johnson fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield underneath for Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. First down, Mayfield. Letting one go deep for the end. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway, a 22-yard touchdown ground. And the Browns add on to their lead. And he puts it through. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get... And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Darnold. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Skirts by him at the 35. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield keeps himself upright. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Mayfield now on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 6. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Duke Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Darnold on first down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Here we go now. 3:19. 3:19. Double up. He's coming. Watch him now, Barney.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Gone.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Unable to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Gone. Watch him now, Barney. Get him. You got him. 58 to the mic. 58 to the mic. Here we go. Gone.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Williams in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. His throw incomplete. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They go to Johnson again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Mayfield looks to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Darnold from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Gun! Watch him now, Barney!
On 3rd down, it's Cannon. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Gun!
They go play action here on 1st down. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Mayfield on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now a toss play. This is Pumphrey. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And the kick by Gonzalez, he is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they are going for it. Darnold is going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Brought in over the middle by Grant. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Darnold now to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive. knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Play action. It's Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing again is Darnold. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Trenton Cannon taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. The Browns on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
First down, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Mayfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Alex Okafor able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing, Mayfield, escaping the pressure right. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. To throw, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior.
Detroit! Detroit!
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Able to get away. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, 36 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Jets. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Browns getting set to go. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time. Mayfield
going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They pitch it out to Johnson, and he'll get nothing out of that one. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now a handoff, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.